This news update is brought to you by
Rock the remote with hours of free karaoke on video on demand from Flow. So bring it like Bay. There's even wonderful kids sing-alongs too. Available anytime. Simply press the VOD button on your Flow remote. This is how we do TV. This is how we flow.
It's Monday, February 29, and this is your Barbados Today Evening Update. A warm welcome to all our viewers. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. It's now in the hands of Labour Minister Dr. Esther Bayasuku to settle contentious pay talks between the National Union of Public Workers and the management of the Grantley Adams International Airport. Today, the two sides returned to the bargaining table with Chief Labour Officer Vincent Burnett. But after nearly 3 hours of talks, there was no deal. The NUPW is adamant that the workers are owed a 3.5% pay increase, but the GAIA insists it's not true. Union officials say the matter will now be referred to the National Council to determine the next move.
We are of the opinion that that we would like to find a solution to this problem as soon as possible. Whether or not action will be taken will be left up to the shop stewards or the National Council of NUPW, who is responsible for sanctioning industrial action.
So you plan to make any recommendations to them?
We're going to meet with the National Council. Go ahead.
Yeah, obviously, we would have to report to the Council the status of the issue between GAIA and NUPW, and based on that, then we would make recommendations to the Council. And in the meantime, we would keep our members informed, and we will be calling on our other members within various sections to bring them up to date on the issue.
Lawrence T. Gay Memorial will remain closed for the remainder of the school term as authorities continue to investigate an environmental problem plaguing the school. Word of this from Education Minister Ronald Jones, who says work is ongoing to determine the nature of the problem. Last week, students and teachers were temporarily relocated to the Breath of Life Seventh-day Adventist Church after complaining of itchy skin and the smell of oil in the atmosphere.
Obviously, it will take, we're almost on vacation. We trade them every 4 weeks after maps. So we wouldn't necessarily disturb the schools where there are various locations now. But the work will continue. I'm hopeful that they will find the cause or causes of the environmental issues.
Meanwhile, problems at Ellerton Primary School have been rectified. Last week, several parents raised concern about rodent droppings on the compound. Minister Jones says just as the ministry dealt with the problem of pigeon droppings last year, it has taken action to remedy this latest issue.
Ellerton is not itself a major issue. We have to ensure that in the case of Ellerton that the gullies are baited, that students don't put any food in their environment which would attract rats and mice and we've dealt with, hopefully we've dealt with the issue of the pigeons, because they were in fact breeding on the eaves where some of the material had fallen down. So that is solved. We're looking, because some of these schools have what's called breeze blocks. You know what those are. So anything can go through the breeze blocks into the classroom. We either have, and we have been doing some work on removing these breeze blocks and actually putting up solid walls with windows as a solution, or we have been putting fine mesh across the area so that rats and things like that won't gain entrance. But the mere trail from a gully or from a wooded area into a school can also have an effect, because you can have rat droppings on a plain area and things like that. So working with the Ministry of Health, the Vector Control Unit, baiting the areas away from the schools, all of these we put as part of that exercise.
Barbados will not abandon universal health care, so assures Health Minister John Boyce, as debate continues on how the island will fund its spiraling healthcare bill. He was speaking at the launch of the New Start Health Initiative at the St. Michael's School this morning, which promotes the tenets of a healthy lifestyle, including proper nutrition, exercise, water, sunshine, temperance, air, rest, and trust.
Universal health coverage means that all people receive health services they need without suffering financial hardship when paying for them. The full spectrum of essential quality health services should be covered, including health promotion, prevention and treatment, rehabilitation, and ultimately palliative care. The government of Barbados supports the ethos of the universal health coverage, and the Ministry of Health has done all possible to maintain the health of the Barbadian population with the understanding that health is a fundamental developmental issue for our country's growth and stability.
According to Boy's preliminary figures for 2012 to 2013 shows the island has spent just over $732 million on healthcare. He says this is a big challenge, and that's why the government has embarked on a national consultation to find the best way forward.
With the emergence of new technologies, increasing costs, changing population age structure, and changing disease patterns, new approaches are needed to ensure that the health of the population is sustained for the future, while effectively addressing the new issues that we are faced with locally and internationally. Over the last 30 years, the incidence of chronic non-communicable diseases such as diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and cancer have been rising, and this in turn places a significant economic burden on the country.
He is strong, still cooks for himself, and has the memory of someone half his age. Today, George Boy celebrated his 100th birthday, surrounded by family and friends at his Maycock St. Lucie home. Boyce, who has 3 children, all of whom are still alive, stood to greet Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave when he arrived. He told the head of state he was waiting to meet him and then took him on a journey down memory lane.
Very glad to know you. Not yesterday, but by my growing up, I know you. I see. You don't know me.
I don't remember you. I don't remember you.
You can't remember.
Not in a long time.
I remember that I don't know where you went to that school. Mr. Wall. Mr. Wall.
Riley. Old Riley here. John Patterson Riley. He used to beat like a Turk.
Mr. Riley met me around something from school.
Used to be you?
You really used to beat me. I remember that long morning. You know he was at Borden School.
Where?
He come from Borden.
Yes, at the Boston Bed.
The Boston Bed.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
God, these papers ain't selling at all. Get your paper. Only $2.25, get your paper, miss. Look, take it, I can pay for it. Barbados today, all the way.
Barbados Today. News you can trust.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To our regional neighbors in Jamaica, there is still no word on when Prime Minister-designate Andrew Holness will be sworn into office. Director of Elections Orette Fisher says the recount of ballots in last Thursday's general election is still ongoing, and official results are only likely to be handed over to the Governor-General by Wednesday. At the weekend, an additional seat was declared for the People's National Party following a recount in St. Mary Southeast. This has left the government with a one-seat majority, 32-31. The JLP says it will push for a magisterial count for the constituency. On the international front, one of the highest-ranked elected Republicans say he will not back Donald Trump for president. Nebraska Senator Ben Sass says he is frustrated and saddened and will look for a third option if Mr. Trump wins the Republican nomination. The brash billionaire is leading almost all of the 11 states voting for their presidential candidates on Tuesday. Sass expressed concern that Trump appears bent on dividing Americans and on tearing down rather than building back up. And that's news, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 101 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. Good evening.